Uh-huh. Welcome. Mic check 1 2. That was a bad decision. How are you? Welcome. I'm just fiddling with OBS right now. You know, the usual. How are you? Welcome. I know I already said that, but we are on YouTube right now, which is good. I also have food, which is good for you because you get to see an awesome meal. However, not so much, because it distracts me. So I thought it would be interesting to do some testing tonight for, we've been wanting to get this Thumb Soldiers review up and running. And Tama coming in. Hey Lux, good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. How are you guys? Choking a sweet potato. Bob Steele coming in also. Lux, the Sherpa of streaming, and the infamous Dr. Bob. We are the champions. Well, we're not the champions yet. But we, for those of you who don't know, Bob is my my partner in duos for PGA Tour, and we had a very good day today. 5 for 5 wins for this season. We started late, but we have, out of 22 games, we have 19 wins. So that is looking good for this next season. Tamus is doing well, just eating a little din-din. Me as well. Me as well. So right now, we soon will be. Let me also make sure that I can hear the ping. One, two, three, go. Yes, it's on system. More volume settings. Volume mixer. And supposedly it's on. Yes, so I wonder if that is, yeah, because I didn't hear it there. Tama said, we are doing a little bit of PGA Tour tonight. We're doing it a little bit different though. Right now I'm trying to remember how, I want to hear the ping. So we'll be doing a controller type review. We've been meaning to do it, but we've been putting it off, unfortunately. I don't think it's that. System sounds default. I'd hate to restart my Rodecaster here. Lux, I'm switching over to beatdown stream. Yeah, no worries, man. Let me know how Kelly's new course is, man. I wonder. Yeah, it's up. So that must be a Windows thing. Maybe an OBS thing. There it is. There's 3 of them apparently. Nice. Yeah, I've liked the ones we've played on for sure so far. Sorry. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. I'm eating a sweet potato. Weird things are happening right now. So I figured I could test this out if I can find it. Come on, top-down cam. There it goes. Oh, that's right. Camera control overhead. Okay, so I have the ability, and you don't have any music anymore. Good. How about I do this? How about I go... with top down. Then I add the top-down camera on top of that. That would make it a little bit more easy. Boom. Okay. So, I have the ability to yaw and roll here. Unfortunately, that's as far as it'll go, which is fine. This is one of the reasons why I got a PTZ camera here. There you go. That's what we're having for dinner. Hi. So, not to show my dinner, although perfectly cooked salmon. Mrs. D is a culinary genius. Yeah, that is salmon. I'm still here, I swear. I wanted to get some B-roll. And I figured live streaming it, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, smoked salmon is great. I love smoked salmon. So, I wonder... if that will help our cause here. We still have roll. Trim out our pan here. Yes, so the tilt is locked down. Okay. Can't imagine how awkward this is for you. Oh. All right. That is a little bit better. We'll pitch and yaw here. A little bit better. Okay. I also have a microphone in my way. All right. I figured I might as well get some B-roll of unboxing. But it's not really unboxing. Well, yeah, there is kind of unboxing. But I realized that I have to put everything back the way that it was. I'm gonna put this over here for now. So I'm gonna try and do all of this and then eat at the same time. So I think I'm gonna do the knuckle kit. I have 2 knuckles. I had to get another one. Basically because for my FlyDigi Vader 4 Pro, I didn't realize that it was going to be a little bit more of of an issue not having standard size grips. So like for instance for here, on this one, the grips worked okay to get them on, but and like this is the stock Xbox controller. Well, it's a custom paint job, but it's a stock experience. This was Mrs. D's. You can see a crack there right below the Xbox light power button. So this was Mrs. D's for a while before I got her a different one, and she wore this thing out. So I figured like this is the stock controller that I tend to, if I have to test something with, this is the one I use. So this one was fine. This was the regular actually no, this one says P. So I wonder if this was the PlayStation one as well. I think it is. So we have that one, and then we have the FlyDigi over there that I had to perform surgery on. Let me put this knuckle back so I can at least take one out. Knuckle kit goes here. For those of you just joining us, yes, this is the Domino Den. This is just the B-roll side version of the Domino Den. How are you? My name's Lux. Typically we don't do top-down shots like this, and normally I would say I'd be more worried about how it looked and whether everybody's having a good time or not. That's a moot point at this juncture. So I think the sticks one is a little bit bigger of a box. I think that was just packed like this. So I'm going to grab this one. And then I have one knuckle kit available. One to the side. The navigation kit, I think, is the one that's already on the that Xbox controller. I should actually turn that light off, the one that's casting shadows as well. There's a reason why I don't normally do B-roll. Yes, much better. Now there's nothing casting a shadow. So, I'm gonna do some unboxing stuff here. And I am going to add a filter, and it will be a source record. Actually, let's take it from I honestly don't remember which folders the source record is grabbing. So I've got screen recordings, those can be dumped. I honestly don't think gameplay and camera used to be. Oh boy. It might not like the idea of source recording on that. Huh. Let's see if that stops. No, it does not. Coding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings. I guess I'll just have to pull it off of the off of YouTube. So this is what you get. Double check here. Let me turn. Philly's latest course, the new one's called Rings of Saturn. Ports from 2K23, DB Cooper's Treasure, and the infamous Loopers Only, the most difficult course ever conceived. Well, I'll probably have to, at some point, I'll have to do a Loopers Only challenge, right? Now that he has ported over. Okay. So this is what you get when you have some soldiers come to you. You'll get them boxed like this. There's the knuckle kit that has to go on top of everything. So this is the knuckle kit is what goes on the controller right here. This is the black thing, and it just goes over the top of the nub. Now the cool thing is with the Elite, I can pull the thumbstick off and then work on it, but it is very, depending on what your thumbstick is, it is very dependent on what brand and what size thumbstick, because there are times where, like, this one went on very firmly. I almost had to like choke it on pretty much. But then, so like this right here is the navigation kit. I mean, it's pretty much just a bag like this within each box, and then a little QR code for signups and all that stuff. So here's the navigation kit, which is this bit right here. So each of these nubs, there's a nub. I have the navigation kit, I have the rock and roller, and then I have the sticks. Each of them go on top of this guy, and then you can just simply twist, and here's the individual piece. It's not very big. It is 3D printed, so, you know, take that for what it is. Some people's 3D prints are a little bit better than others. And that just goes over your thumbstick. Now, granted, I have a removable thumbstick because of my Elite controller. But you see this hole right here in the top of the thumbstick? You basically just slot it in and then twist it, and it's in. So this is the navigation stick. So I have the navigation stick. Then I have, and the knuckle is just what DB Cooper's treasure looks absolutely amazing in 2K25. Well, the good thing is that for people who have remembered these courses, that's really cool to be able to just come back and experience them again. So this is just the knuckle. I mean, I don't really remember playing. I think, Bob, you and I have talked about this. I don't remember playing a lot of fantasy courses. Next, we'll take a look at the rock and roller kit. Once again, just a bag with stuff in it. I mean, knowing that it's 3D printed, it's basically just going to be, all you need is a little bag. So this one is cool because it's got a little bit of a roll to it. So there's that ridge right there. So I'm gonna use this one, I think, for when people start, when I do the testing. So tonight we're gonna do some testing of this, and essentially it's just a stick alteration that allows you to it is ribbed right here, but it's very shallow. And there's 2 in each bag. I think this one is going to be for just the standard thumb swing. I think this will help a lot of people with that. So that's the rock and roller kit. And then we had the stick kit, which it looks absurd. Like, this is the full stick. Imagine that on top, and it comes with two. Imagine that on top of the already, and they have there's a large one too. So I don't know if people would necessarily think right away to use something like this. That's why I'm gonna have to test it out. But it's the same exact bit on the bottom, and that you can just twist in to a knuckle, and then it's on the stick. So since I haven't installed these yet, as it rolls away, I'm going to install one to show you how easy it is to install. Now, here's the problem, is on my Vader 4 Pro, I had to shave down. So this is what, like, on something like a Vader 4 Pro, you typically have pretty thick thumbsticks. And the same is true for, I feel like, all of the Xbox sticks. So there's different there's an Xbox, there's a PlayStation, and then a Switch. They're designated with an X, a P, and an S. And this is the Xbox one right here. This is the Xbox. And normally on here, since this is a Xbox style controller, all you do is just flip this out. That unlocks, that hinges, and it comes off like that. And then you slot it into this bottom slot here. But as you notice, it's not really going in. It's not the most secure. And then when you try and tighten it, forget about it. So buyer beware. Make sure that you, I would say, measure before you cut. So here's the problem. So that's with the Vader 4 Pro. With a standard Xbox controller, it should be fine, right? I'll show you what I did a little bit later for the. So this is still the Xbox one. And I'm gonna try and put it on the standard controller. Shove that bottom piece in, and then you just close the latch. It is a little bit tight, but it's supposed to be. But on this one, I'm having a hard time even closing it, so. There you go. You want, they say that you want the little protrusion here. I don't know if you can pick up on that. There's like a little mark, a little knob right there at the top. You want that to be facing wherever you want your. So if you want it to be straight up and down, you want the nub, that nub piece, to be straight up and down, and you close it like that. But for our purposes, I'm going to put it off at a bias. See, like right there, it seemed like it went in, but it really didn't. So this one's the PS4, the PlayStation version. It's a little bit bigger, I think. It went on, I think if I remember correctly, it went on a little bit easier. This one just feels a little bit too tight still. So buyer beware, this is a standard Xbox controller, and then the Xbox portion of it, the Xbox knuckle, didn't fit it, which is kind of weird. So that was for the standard. This is what I had to do for something like a third party, like a Vader 4 Pro. Let me grab some sweet potato. I probably should have eaten before stream. Oh well. So for something like our FlyDigi Vader 4 Pro, I showed you earlier that this is the stock thumbstick that it comes with. It's got a pretty thick edge, and I tried to even use the PlayStation knuckle, and even that wasn't big enough. So what I had to do, which is a bummer, is I had to cannibalize one of my thumbsticks. So this is kind of a bummer that I had to do this, but I know that it's gonna be, like, let's say it's gonna be this on top of this, so I don't really need this small one. But this compared to this, I had to take off this entire rubber around here just to make it fit. So now it's just down to that bare plastic. And with that off, I can now, if I can find the other knuckle, I can now put it on there. But honestly, I shouldn't have to do that. But it's just something for you if you're gonna invest in these. Just know ahead of time, it might take a little bit of time to try and figure out which one works best for you and your controller. I would not imagine someone wanting to, let's see, there's one here, oh yeah, okay. So I have to take this off. I wouldn't imagine someone wanting to cannibalize some of their precious controllers just for this, you know? So as you can see here, this is off of my, like, it's just a regular Xbox Elite Series controller, and it's got a bunch of black marks on it from where the knuckle kind of dug in. So this is, let's see. So this is the standard Xbox sized. And this one fits okay. It's actually, to be fair, it's actually a little bit loose. But once it's on, so let me reinstall this to the FlyDigi. Once it's on, I'm assuming it won't be a huge deal. You can tell that, I mean, oh no, it's gonna move on me. It is going to move a lot. So that is one of the setbacks, is trying to find something that works but isn't too tight. You want it to be tight, but you also don't want to break either your thumbstick topper or this knuckle is very delicate, so I would not be surprised if it broke, snapped off real easily. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are taking a look at thumb soldiers by thumb soldiers. How are you? See, this is just a little bit too tight. And this is what I experienced. This is the PlayStation size. So this is the largest size that he has. And I'm assuming it's just a one-man show. He just prints them and then sends them out. So like this is the largest one that he has. And you can tell that it's just still too small. So I don't even know. I don't even know if I can get this on here enough to actually review it. Like that is pushing it pretty much. I mean, that's the problem with stuff that is made for one specific, like this is for a stock PlayStation controller, and you know, any kind of third market piece, I mean, you're gonna have issues. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to put it on. I mean, yeah, this is the smallest one. This is the Xbox One is significantly smaller. And out of all of the bits of engineering that I was able to do, basically knifing off all of the like it's just gonna rotate around. So I don't want that. I want this to be a fair shake, but if none of the products fit my controller, then I'm gonna have to shave some of this or grab a different one and shave some more off, but not so much. Or I might have to like stick some cardboard in there, like some of his business card, just to keep it, just to fill it out a little bit, you know. I'd be shocked if this works. I mean, I don't want to postpone this again just to do my main monitor went to sleep. Just to get the Switch controller, like that seems preposterous. But I am going to try to redneck engineer this. Southern engineer it. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. tonight we were going to review the Thumb Soldiers from Thumb Soldiers, but we're having a little issue with one of the controllers. Our stock Fly Digi controller is not quite okay. That surprisingly worked. Our stock Fly Digi Vader 4 Pro, the sticks were too thick for even the biggest knuckle is what you put on there first. So I had to, what they call redneck engineer it. My apologies to any rednecks. So here's the problem though. Like I now have to maneuver that. So like this there's a top nub here, right there, and that needs to go to the top. Now that's normally if you want it to operate normally. So I need to move this so that the tooth of the thumbstick head, the actual thumbstick cover, is in line with the pad. All right, I think that's probably as good as I'm gonna get it. That way, I mean, you can tell that it's on there slanted, because that's not how it was supposed to go. You're not supposed to shove something in there just to make it fit, right? I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is, like I said, this is engineering of a southern kind. You make do with what you have. So I'm just trying to get some bulk so that it fits. Hey, Mrs. D. Yeah, I haven't eaten much. Thanks. Can you take Waddy?
He was just sleeping outside your door.
Yeah, Watson wants to be in here, but then he doesn't when he realizes that I'm not really doing anything. So essentially, these are two pieces. They just came apart. So there's that. I have a feeling they can go back together. But once again, one of the downfalls of this product is that it's 3D printed. So you're gonna have to, at some point, deal with that. Okay. I'm all for finding these kind of solutions though. It really does, when you have something like this that is a different offering than what your stock controller manufacturers are providing, just to give you a little bit of edge, whether it's an edge or whether it's just more comfort. I think I'm the most intrigued with, for the Fly Digi, I'm going to start with the sticks first, both the big and the small, or thick, fat man and little boy, I guess. So essentially all you do is there's that little slot there that we filled with paper, and you just take that plus looking bit, stick it in, and then twist it to the right, supposedly. There you go. So I'm fairly confident that this is not going to work like I want it to. But you never know. Like, so for me, I have this controller pretty much dialed in for micro swing, which is what I do. So I feel like this is going to just be like, how do you do it? It'll be a lesson in futility, because I normally am moving the stick that much. That's the benefit of the micro swing, is that you're not moving the full motion. It's not this to this, it's that. So I can see where, I mean, I don't think anybody in their right mind is going to be able to use their thumb on this. Maybe, I don't know. Let's fire up 2K and let's find out. This concludes the top-down portion of today's event. Hi, everybody. I'm really glad I didn't take my sunglasses off for that portion. All right. Oh. Okay. I don't think that there would be any benefit in putting one on here, at least for golf. You might want to do it for other games. I'm not entirely sure which game you might want to do that for, but there is that option. You can do it on both. So the way that we're gonna do this is I'm gonna do both. So I'm gonna start with my controller since it's hooked up. Then I'm gonna switch to I think the standard controller, and then we'll go into the Elite controller, and I'm going to test a couple things. I'm going to test full swing. So normally people who would, you know, I think both thumb and pinch grip, full swing, like bottom to top, and really feel that I'm doing that motion. And then I will do my micro swing just for my sake. So let me grab a pencil and paper here. We're gonna do this old-fashioned way. For those of you just joining us, welcome. How are you, my friends? My friend. Welcome to the Domino Den, and welcome to the best pen ever. I don't know if you guys are pen snobs like I am, but this is a custom pen. I found a really sweet matte black case for the pen, and the thing I'm snobby about is not necessarily like how the pen writes. So this is, you can see, I'll do Fly Digi, Vader 4 Pro. I really like how, you probably won't be able to see it, how bold this is. It's ridiculously bold, long lasting. It's like a Trident gum commercial. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are testing out Thumb Soldiers from Thumb Soldiers. I don't know if the brand is called Thumb Soldiers or like if each of these is collectively if the whole thing is Thumb Army. I'm not sure. But how are you? If we haven't met, my name is Lux. I'm a family-friendly streamer. Play a lot of PGA Tour 2K25. Really jealous that I don't have time to crunch into Battlefield 6 tonight. The BR section of the game. I have really enjoyed the multiplayer on that, but everyone's excited about the BR. B-Dan, GB Whacker Guy, and Siberian are about to get crushed by loopers only. I mean, I will probably have to do it offline first before I commit myself to that kind of terror. So I'm gonna start with the thick boy. We'll call him Fat Man. Actually, no, I'll call him Thick. We're just gonna do 20 swings to get used to it, and then I will play 5 holes with each of these setups. So 20 swings, and then 5 holes. And that's for everything, just so I can get my honest feeling. Kelly reckons that none of them will break 100. I'm with Kelly on that one. So we'll start with Thick here, and I wonder if it's the replay buffer that was making it go crazy. Because I don't think right now gameplay, for whatever reason, is not recording. Oh no, gameplay is recording. Awesome sauce. Or at least a little bit of it is. Oh no, that was my failed. I think that was my failed attempt to do it. Let me see. Yeah, it's gonna choke out here. Rats. I might have to just rock. Yeah, I might have to just rock this for a second. Let me at least add music. There we go. At least we have music and voice. And at least it's cool in here. Okay. So, we'll start with, we'll do thumb. Pinch. Micro. 20 swings each of these. So I'm just gonna go into, I'm just gonna go into training in the driving range to get this, to get the feel for it. There's no reason at all why I should waste precious, precious. Okay, so first we're gonna do thumb. Oh boy. So that's one. I should have a counter up. I'm just gonna hold it as standard, I guess, as I can. There's no way someone is going to use their thumb on this, especially the big one. Like, there's no finesse. There's no, hey, I made it on the green. There's no finesse. There's no, I really think that it is for the minute, part of the swing. Yeah, so I'm gonna call it and say the thumb on the thick boy is unplayable. There's no way that anybody can do that. Here's the thing though, the micro swing might be okay with that. I'm gonna try the full swing first with the pinch grip. So we're gonna try 20 swings with the pinch grip. That actually wasn't too bad. And this is just teeing off, like, okay. Pinch grip, I think, might be the only way, as soon as I say that, might be the only way that someone can work this. But for me, I'm not really doing, I'm not gripping it all the time. What I'm doing is like pulling it back with my front finger, or with my index finger, and then pushing it forward with my thumb. There's no finesse at all for a full swing. That's what, 7? We'll do 10. We'll do 10 with an approach shot as well. Because there's no way without, like, rhythm is just gonna be horrible. Like, I tried to go even back and even forward there, and it's not possible. You just have to slam it and see what comes out. So let's go to the approach facility. The drives at least have been The drives at least have been, I mean, pretty straight. Whether or not, I mean, there's no way someone's going to use this for like master. But I've hit both. My marks are pretty close. So let's go to the approach facility and see what approach shots are like, because the timing and the delicateness, like ripping the driver, a little bit different than boom. For whatever reason, I can't see the All right, so this is like an 85-yard shot. It's an 88 percentage. There was no finesse on that at all. I can totally see rhythm being an issue with this. The problem is that, I mean, yeah, I'm almost up to eight points of rhythm. Doing something like short game with it, the touch that you have to have for short game is non-existent here, because all of it is repeatability and knowing where the stick is. I mean, I'd say it's doable, but (146 yards, little wedge). I'm sure there is someone that can be consistent with this, maybe, because it's so tall, I don't think you can be consistent. Like that's the best one that I've done. And I don't feel like that's really consistent at all. So let's take it to the course. Take it to the course. Five holes. We're gonna leave everything default because I don't want any kind of help with this at all. So I would say it's playable. but hardly accurate and not repeatable. I'm just writing some notes to myself as I go. Okay. Full swing here. I'm not entirely sure if I can sense where the, like, it just feels like a floppy piece of wet newspaper that I'm trying to control with this. It does not feel good. So as far as like this being a game of intuition and getting a feel for what the controller's doing, this is not the especially shots like that. I did almost lip it out though. Well, no, I did lip it out. I almost hold it out. All right, short par 3. 6 iron is gonna. I'm gonna go back to. No, let's keep it 6. And this is just pro, like, this is pro difficulty. So there's really not a lot of people play on pro difficulty. That came out a lot more different than I was thinking it was going to. Okay. No, putting absolutely not. There is no way that this could be used for putting. There's just too much travel, and there's too much, like, for drives, it's not a huge. If somebody had accessibility issues, I think that that's really the only market for this big, oh boy, this big thick one. Other than that, this does not give you the control or the finesse that you need to play the game well. Like, I'm focusing, and there's no way, other than looking down at my stick the whole time, there's no way that I can feel what I need to do. After 2 holes, I'm surprised I didn't quit earlier. You can certainly get used to it, but not with putting. I mean, that's with something as you have to be consistent with. The only reason that went straight was because I used my micro swing. So maybe that is a good, like, I'm trying to flick it like some people, like a lot of people just normally just take it back and go forward with it. I'm trying to do that for the most part and not use my micro swing. But there is not a whole lot of finesse when it comes to those shots that you need it. So, after 5 holes, I was 5 over. So bogey. Plus 5 after 5. I'm now going to do the micro swing. I feel like this might be, I don't know. I feel like this one's still too big. This one's the big boy. So I think even just the finesse of taking it back on plane. Wow. I thought I was aiming in the right direction. I mean, almost hit a quad perfect the first time up. No, I think going forward, because there's still too much, there's too much play, it's really tough to understand where everything is in relation to the stick. Like, as soon as I watch, I turn to my meter so I can watch it, I lose any familiarity with where the stick is and how it feels. And like, normally you put that, you ingrain that into your swing, and it almost becomes automatic, right? With this, it's not. Even with my even with my micro swing, I mean, yeah, that ended up in the fairway and it was bombed, but anybody who is trying to be competitive with this, it will not happen. It's just too big. So that's why I'm excited at the potential for the smaller one, maybe. I'm trying to focus so much on pushing it back straight, and it didn't work there. Yeah, I think because, and it used to be like this way with control freaks too. It would increase your ability to make finite moves, but you would also kind of, until you learned how to use it, of course, then you were using your thumb. I don't know of many claw players who would appreciate this, because you lose the connectivity that you have to your controller, especially on the follow through, because there's no, with something this big, there's no finesse. Like, I barely push that through to register it, and it's, I mean, I'm playing par, so but I'm really having to focus on everything about the swing. So at that point, it's like there's no, that kind of worked out, but yes, I made the birdie putt, but the power was completely off. So if that wasn't a straight putt, that wouldn't have come even close. So after 5 holes with the micro swing, I will say this, I still do not think, like, I won't be using it, that's for sure. This is the thick one. There is a height difference. No, there's not really a height difference. I'll know right away whether or not right away when I start to swing the little guy, the thinner guy, whether it's the same feeling. Like, it just feels so floppy. Yeah. Okay. There's... Man. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. This is the thick one. I'm sure that... Yeah, I'm not going to try and make excuses for it. I don't think there's going to be a lot of people who can finesse that. There's no way. I'm attaching. I mean, there's a little bit of difference, but not a whole lot. This is the thinner one. So, I mean, I went par. If you don't count the little mishit that I did, but still uncontrollable. No feel for putting whatsoever. Okay. That is the thick one. This is the thin. I don't know if practice swings would help with this. Okay. I'm not entirely sure practice swings will help, but let's go back here. Boom. I mean, there's maybe a degree or two more control, just because you have the circumference of the stick is smaller, so there's less to kind of maneuver around, is the best I can describe it. So we're gonna start with just regular. I still don't think you can do a thumb. But that was the thumb. Okay. Thumb, pleasantly surprised with. That might have been on plane, but I don't. Let me do a couple more holes. That was only the first hole. I think that was a fluke. The only reason I say that is, well, I don't know. Oh boy. Yeah, the thumb is a no-go, I still think. It's really tough to know what straight is when you have that large of a stick. So I would say it's still unplayable. So we're gonna do pinch grip. We have, what, 6 holes left? 5 holes left. Hey, perfect. All right, pinch grip. Once again, I'm trying to legit try and like be as intuitive as I can with someone who'd be picking this up for the first time. I mean, that was an amazing shot, but there's no way because your hand is so far away from the thumbstick, there's no way you can feel what a straight line is still. I'm gonna be generous on myself and do a lateral drop. Yeah, I think it's much of the same. Really tough to understand rhythm and how what even feels. I mean, I'm in the last couple. I'll try and just put it on the I'll put it on the table. And see if, like, let's say if a PC player gets this, will he have a better experience? I feel like I had more control that time. I think that's the winner. I think having it on the tabletop is definitely the play. Of course, not with funky, and I almost made it in. Not with funky, oh yeah, still. Not with funky lies like that, super flop, but I think the pinch grip, it works for this one because it's a little bit more the circumference of what a thumbstick actually is. Playable on desk or table, better results, more consistency. I know that there's some players who do play on their desk, or like on a table. So this might be I think it's still going to be tough to get that one-to-one feeling that like a mouse has, or anybody who has played with a controller. The only thing I would say is that it potentially, especially on the table if you do a micro swing, because this is all still trying to do like full forward, full back. And that one wasn't too bad, but you're still missing a lot of the needed finesse. I think micro swing for yeah. Yeah, but even then, you'd have to take a really long time to make it work. Not intuitive at all. Okay. So that's both the thick and the thin. I mean, the difference is pretty staggering. Like it doesn't feel that much difference when you like get your hand on it, but there might be some people who really can make this work on the desk, but I'm not one of them. All right, next is the rock and roller. I think that this is going to be thumb. I think it's going to be thumb heavy. I don't think the pinch will really work. And once again, I'll try it on. Here's the problem, though. You have to put it. Okay, it kind of twists into place more effectively than maybe this will be for the thumbstick people. For the full thumb people, it does give you. I mean, you can dial it. You can kind of turn it. At least I can. I'm not sure if you other people can. Offline when I do the other tests, yeah, that you can't turn that. It's basically set. So that's one of the things you'd have against you, is that if you try to have it be manipulated in such a way that you can like twist it, it doesn't give you that much consistency. All I'm saying is you can rotate, at least for me right now, I can rotate the top knuckle. On the other ones you can't though, so. All right, let me try it. Who knows? Who knows? Boom. Try and finish some dinner here. Bob coming in to let us know, BDN scored 19 over on loopers only. Whacker Guy scored plus 67. And Siberian scored an amazing +1. That's pretty crazy. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are doing some testing with thumb soldiers. We did not really appreciate and/or like and/or dig the giant thumbstick. A little bit tough to get used to. We now have the rock and roller, which I will say it's definitely more consistent. I mean, I'll take that, right? They're just starting Rings of Saturn. Is that like, Bob, is that like a spacey one, or Describe that one to me. I think I can imagine loopers only. Just a tough golf course. Man, that's the first quad I've had today. Well, not today, but... Oh, I don't have that on the screen. Rats. I will say this. Of the ones so far, I think this is money. I don't think that this is for the full swing people, though. I think like a truncated swing still... But like they've all been full swings, and tempo is way easier to manage. Like this shot takes finesse. And there's no way that I would have been able to do that with the gigantic thumbsticks. Here is the biggest problem with the rock and roller. There's no rotation. So for putting, it's not helpful at all. Which is, I mean, I think it'd be, if you could rotate it, which unfortunately I'm able to do just because of how I had to make this work. But like that's pretty consistent. I don't know, man. Like some of these shots, yeah, like that rhythm was off and I pushed it forward on a wacky plane, but this is where I'm trying to figure out a way that I can hold it that makes straight work, but it just doesn't. You're fighting against the design of the thumbstick. So, I mean, I think that's the major flaw, at least with 2K25. Obviously with 23, that's a little bit different. But this works for the bias. I mean, it feels more, it doesn't feel as foreign. I'm able to get some pretty consistent results. It's just the putting, at least with a thumb. I don't know if you could switch it up with pinch. Just writing my notes here. That fatal flaw with putting direction, I think, for this specifically. All right, so I'm gonna try pinch grip now and see if it helps. I honestly don't think, because it's not how it was designed, I don't think pinch grip actually helps, because you're essentially you're holding something that's designed for smooth, like rolling, and yeah, I don't think I wonder though, so I think pinch is unplayable. You're going against the design of the accessory. But I will say, what if it was both and? So like right now, what if I were to pinch grip the putting to get more finesse and then worry about, like, I hit both of my marks there. They weren't timed well, but I think that that's the ticket here, is you can dial this thing in for full shots really easily. Another quad perfect. But for putting, I feel like you have to then switch to the pinch grip. And based on that, I can already tell it's not going to be good for the micro swing. But if you're a thumbstick player and you don't mind learning, oh boy, that was special. If you don't mind learning pinch grip for putting, like, this might give you more, I don't know. It's tough to say that it's going to help you though, because you're still fighting the design and the feel of the thumbstick cover. Oh boy, that one doesn't count. Yeah, it's just weird. The huge benefit, I think, is having that one consistent plane for full swings. So I think that for a full swing, for full swings, this is absolutely money. You could dial this in and have it be really effective for your swing, for your sensitivities, for your dead zones. Like, I'm the most on plane that I have been. It's just getting that rhythm down for putting. But, so if you do a hybrid system where you dial it in with the thumb for full shots, I don't know what happened there. I saved it though. Like, that's as good as my micro swing. But now I'm at the disadvantage where I've put it to where my bias is, and now I have to go against what my natural inclination is and try and pinch it. Like, it doesn't make sense to do that anyway. So yeah, that was the rock and roller. I don't think that there's going to be much difference when it comes to the different controllers. I'll still do that just for the statistics, but I will also say on this one, mention the nuance of turning it. Not supposed to. But I managed to turn it. That's not how it's designed, but. Okay, next is the navigation, which is the smaller stick. Which I am really excited for because I think for the micro swing, this will be very nice. I almost want to start with the micro swing just to get that. This is the little guy, right? Right here, the little guy. So here's how. Did that not take? I guess it didn't save. Oh no, JC with top down. And then I have to. There we go. This is the little guy right here. So compared to, it's like just above. It's like adding another full controller stick to it. But I mean, compared to the other ones, this is the stick that I was having trouble with. So it's, I think we're gonna be good. I think it's gonna be okay. Like, once again, I'm not supposed to be able to twist this, but so your mileage will vary. This one doesn't really matter though if you twist it or not, so. All right. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are taking a look at thumb soldiers and whether or not they are viable, a viable alternative. Right now I am on the little stick compared to the big stick. I can immediately tell a difference between El Gigante and I mean, it feels just like a normal stick, but you're not having to. You feel more connected because you're actually holding it as a controller. But honestly, I don't think there's really much advantage to using the thumb. You can do it, but this whole thing is all about finding an advantage and doing it with the thumb. Controlling this with the thumb is not an advantage. Once again, there's not finesse. Like the rock and roller, it makes sense because you're doing that motion anyway. So there's just more contact with your thumb as you make those movements. But with this, I mean, that was my best drive so far, but still pushed it, but it's playable. Well, underswung it massively. I will say this one is definitely easier. Oh, almost go in. It is definitely easier to putt because you're not having to worry about. It's ergonomically designed for what for what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you're not having to adjust your thumb. So can someone play this on with their thumb? Yeah, it would take some getting used to. And like I said, I'm not really seeing a huge advantage. I think the advantage with this will come with pinch grip. Let's see, that was 11, so one more. Watch me hit a hole. It'd be hilarious if I hit a hole in one with one of these. This is the best product ever. Yeah, it's really tough to feel like you are... Once again, you're not as connected as you are normally, so I think that one's the first one that actually has a chance of getting it onto the green. Maybe it's just because I'm not a thumb player, I've lost that ability, but no clear advantage with the thumb. Same critique, honestly, as the other sticks. Just not as bad. Okay, this is where I think pinch grip will come into play here, because you're a little bit closer to the controller. You're not having to hover over the controller with like the other big ones. Although, I mean, maybe I need to. I would say pinch grip for putting, once again, still the best option. I think the pinch and hold method is not really... I think I'm more on the... pull it back with your forefinger and then push it forward with your thumb. I feel like that's probably more how people will find it easier to use. But yeah, doing the full swing, no real advantage. Like, better than the thumb, I think. The only thing that I can see potentially, and I'll try it for a couple of holes here. Of course, I'm out of holes right now. Is having that stability of a tabletop, I think might be the only thing that really rocks this to, hey, you have to try it. There's really not an advantage. For just normal players, it seems like the advantage has been and is with the rock and roller. So it's better on desk again, but still full swing is not accurate, and it's not, you don't really get a tangible experience of what this is, you know. I want them to add play course again. They're not going to do it. They'd much rather focus on Borderlands 4 crossovers. How horrible is that? Hey, for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. You can't see me right now, but I'm still here. My name's Lux. I'm a family-friendly streamer. Play a lot of PGA Tour 2K25, and tonight we are reviewing a couple offerings from Thumb Soldiers. Right now we are on what's called the Navigation Kit, which is like a mini thumbstick. In fact, it is exactly a mini thumbstick. And right now I'm putting it on the desk for more stability. I would say with any of these, putting it on the desk probably will give you a little bit more of an advantage, quote unquote, but not so much that it's like I'm hitting as good of shots as I normally hit. So putting might be the only thing that really gets improved with setting it on the desk, but how are you? How was your weekend? I'd love to hear from you. Jump in the chat, let me know where you're joining us from. I would say the desk, any of these is best on desk. The Rock and Roller is the only one that I would say you can have on a couch and still feel like you have a little bit of an advantage. Everything else though, the only time I feel like there is a little bit of an advantage is if I'm playing and I have it here on the desk. I'm definitely hitting more perfect spots while I'm on the desk as well. Tough to get timing. Look at that rollout though. Great shot for the lob. My friend Bob and I, from YouTube, channel friend, supporter, we had a very good end of season push there in ranked duos today. We're very excited for what the future holds for next season, even though the content may be poop. I still am not entirely sure what 2K was thinking when it comes to the Borderlands stuff, but I think putting is the only thing with all of these, putting is the only thing that you're not going to be more consistent at. You really have to fine tune like your dead zones, and which I suggest doing anyway, but to fine tune the finesse that it takes to get consistent results with this, with a full swing. Like full shots are great, but putting, it really is, you're not pulling it back and pushing it forward. You're not timing it that way. So now I'm going to try the micro swing, my micro swing technique, and and see if there's any advantage. This is the one I was looking forward to the most, so. And once again, just a disclaimer, I'm not claiming that I invented the micro swing. However, I am the first one on YouTube, I think, to really just even talk about it. But for those of you unfamiliar with the micro swing, I'm pulling back on the stick just enough to engage the animation and then pushing it forward when I need to from there. So it's not a full range of motion. Like a lot of what we think we need to do, it's just slamming it back and slamming it forward. Once again, I mean, that's a quad perfect putt, but not sure really how long it would take either to get used to it. But I think for the micro swing, it definitely, I mean, it's something for my forefinger to hook onto rather than trying to just move back the stick. So there is that. There's no way this is going in. Anywhere in the bunker. Anywhere but in the bunker. I feel like I've worked so hard to get the feeling of the micro swing without the training aid, or whatever you want to call this. I'm sure that I, in due time, can figure out how to make it work for me. Out of all of them so far, it's the one that I think is probably the most natural to me, but it's not helping me. Like, it's not, I don't feel like I have an advantage. And maybe that's just because I'm so used to playing without it, you know, without something attached to the stick. I mean, in comparison, I have my regular elevated, like my regular tall stick here. And I mean, it is like a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch taller. But that doesn't necessarily equate to precision. Like, it's not, what's the difference between accuracy and precision here? I don't know which one I want to say. You can be accurate with it, but I think it's too precise for its own good. Like, every little micro movement is getting picked up now, and part of the benefit of a micro swing is that you're not having that all the time. Like, you're kind of using the controller's inability to keep up against it. With this, it seems like it's back to square one. Like, all of that dumbing down of the controller's movements is negated by having this little extra precision there. Like, yes, I'm hitting more quads than I was before, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me write my notes real quick. more precise, could get used to it. Or the difference between accurate and precise. Still not an amazing advantage. You'd have to work and finesse how much you are able to do based off of like just practice it. But even this, like using the micro swing, it really doesn't help. Like on the desk it doesn't help because you're still I don't know. You're still using it. What I got rid of the precision or all of the points of movement along the swing path is back. Like it's not, you're no longer dumbing down the swing mechanics to have an advantage. That's what I'm basically saying. Saturn's Rings by Kelly Wilson is absolutely spectacular. I'm gonna have to put it on my list, man. So that is all. Those are all three. I will say this: that the navigation kit for the micro swing, at least, is the best one. But it's like none of them gave me a clear advantage. For what it is, it's not. I'm sure some people might feel like they have more of an advantage based off of what it's providing them, but I think any seasoned player is going to not like it. I think that's just it. Man, all of my stickies are coming off. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. I just finished up my initial thoughts on a couple of Thumb Soldiers bits, and wanted to get some B-roll and some top-down shots and all that stuff. So thank you for bearing with me. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I will come back and play some ranked, I think, just try and get some ranked matches in before the end of the season. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I have a special treat for you all. Hope you enjoyed the Be Right Back screen. Using only a 3-wood. Can hole! We almost just made a birdie on our first attempt.
Okay.
Attempt 3. How close was this? Attempt number 13. We almost got it onto the green. In and of itself, a victory.
6.5 hours later.
I'm gonna have to just really be delicate here. Attempt number 20. Attempt number 25. Are you kidding me? It lipped out. Attempt number 27. I think this one's it. Attempt 29. I have a good feeling about this one. Number 30, 32, 34. There's always the next shot. I know you've heard me say this before. I got a good feeling about this. Did I just do a no look? Did it go? It went! It went! The thing is though, chat, I was looking at you when I hit it. What? No cap.
You serious?
It took 39 attempts to make a par in PGA Tour 2K25 using only a 3-wood. How many would it take you? Inverted controls are great for flight sims. That's why we're using them today in PGA Tour 2K25.
How hard can it be?
Typically on a gamepad like this, down will move you down. Inverting is just flipping it. Down, up, down. Left is right and right is left. What? On flight sims, it makes sense. That's how a plane works. I don't know how much it makes sense in golf. Up and down. What did I get into? I'm starting to dial this in inverted. This is my first attempt. The shots to get there or talk water.
Wait, there's more!
Can we eagle with inverted controls? This is getting serious now. Needs to start curving. Ladies and gentlemen, we just made an eagle using inverted controls. Some say waste of time, others say a complete waste of time. Apparently, it's really easy to make a par with inverted controls. That's how a plane works. We even made an eagle. How would you do? You're in the middle of your live stream at twitch.tv/LuxDomino, and all of a sudden, this happens. I'm gonna roll up a 6-iron. I don't want to roll back to the back of the green. There's a hill right to the right here. Right to the right. Oh, get in the hole. Come on, baby. What an eagle. Was that an albatross? No way. That was a par 4. That wasn't a par 5. Let's go. Come on. What an albatross. Are you kidding me? The chances of hitting an albatross are 1 in 6 million, let alone while you're live streaming. Now, I'm not a betting man, but you better run to your local gas station and start playing the lotto if a 100-foot putt. Most say it's impossible. But today, we're making the impossible look easy. The real question is, will I sink it on the first try, or the 10th, or the 1000th? Okay.
Nope.
Catches the hill. I pulled it a little bit. That might change it. I have to be honest. Welcome back, everybody. How fun was that? A little trip down memory lane. For those of you who are OG followers, mic down here. Boom. Nice. Josh Graham coming in. Josh, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. How was your weekend? And all the rest of you. Welcome to the Domino Den. We are on the tail end of our stream here. Tama coming in, loved the video during the break. Awesome. Yeah, for those of you who remember our OG stream, we used to do that. So we used to have our some video content while we were away, and I figured, you know, we had so many short content that nobody really ever saw. So Josh says you're back physical therapy, making some tacos. Taco Tuesday, baby. Let's go. So yeah, we are going to finish up the stream here with some ranked play. I'm really excited for Thursday. Hopefully we can get some ranked play for duos on stream with our friend Bob. But we will for sure start our new season, new session of ranked duos. Bob and I, for those of you who don't know, Bob, friend of the channel over on YouTube, here on YouTube, I should say. We are, I wanted a ranked duos player, partner, and he's like, I'll do it with you. Like, I'm looking for a partner too, and so we went 19 of 22, so we only lost 3 in this last season. And we started late though, so it, you know, whatever. But we are very much looking forward to climbing the duo ranks and seeing how close we can get to the top, to the tippity tops. So Thursday will be very fun. I'm here off and on watching you both beat him. Awesome. Love it, Bob. Made some chicken tacos with cilantro, onion, lime, my favorite, and some jalapeno green sauce. I approve. The fat guy in me approves. We had salmon. Mrs. D made some delicious salmon, sweet potatoes, and I didn't have much of the kale because it was cold by the time I ate it. But so yeah, let's jump into. Okay, I have to do this, by the way. I really hope that this isn't real. Let me find the post real quick. I really hope this isn't next season, but I think it is. PGA Tour 2K25, Season 4. You say, didn't you say Bob was across the pond? Yes, he is. He is in Scotland. He is Scottish. Watch some classic Clint Eastwood while eating Pale Rider. I never got into spaghetti westerns. I guess if you want to call it that. All right, here's what I'm concerned about. So, there was a picture floating around Reddit that pretty much gave this information as well. There's no available information for PGA Tour Clubhouse about Season 4. The most recent information indicates that the game is currently experiencing a crossover event with Borderlands 4. This concerns me. This was the post I saw right here. Season 4 Mayhem on the Greens. Yeah, so Bob and I are thinking about if we start playing more as a team, getting on stream, getting him a mic, and he was already thinking about that too. So coming this Wednesday, a Season of Mayhem. Why? For anybody who doesn't know, this is Borderlands 4, a character from Borderlands 4. I don't understand. Is it playable characters? Does 2K really think that the crossover of that brand to golf is really like that? There's a lot of crossover? I don't know. Damn it, that's easily done. Give me a minute to find a link to a video I appeared on a few years ago. There we go. Tammy says, I was just going to say why. 2K owns the rights to that, so I guess they can do with it whatever they want. I honestly quit trying to understand what they think is a good idea and what's not. I thought for sure. What is this? Oh, that's the mic. I thought for sure they would do a Happy Gilmore crossover. They didn't. And I know how much that kind of thing doesn't happen a whole lot, but still. Josh Graham, I was thinking that as a big Borderlands fan years ago, I played with a lot of people, never heard them talk about golf. I know, it doesn't make sense. So there's the mic still. Oh boy. Top down, what are you doing? I guess I could just zoom into the top down. Let's do that. Camera control. It's as zoomed in as it will be. What if we tilted it? And zoomed it in? All right. Happy Gilmore crossover would have made the most sense. I honestly, I don't, if they already had talks with Chris McDonald, I know that the name Happy Gilmore means a lot more to people than Borderlands. Yeah, and they have the money for that kind of thing. It just doesn't make sense. But it's 2K, so it absolutely makes sense. And hey, we got some pants. Some generic pants. Thanks, 2K. The what was it? Trick or Tea? Some generic pants. That's what they think that people really want in these special locker codes, and it's like, really? I just unlocked pants? Like, honestly, never heard Borderlands before today. It was a shooter that was really big in the early 20-teens. When I was an undergrad, it was really popular. All right, I need to get warmed up here. So I might as well warm up on, I don't have anything on my stick anymore, which is good. Warm up on a tour event here. A tour. I'm mostly just thinking about when's the next time I can play Battlefield. Okay. I think it should pop right over that bunker there. I have to cleanse my palate from all of the maneuvering with the sticks. I would have still been playing Quake 3 Arena at that point. Yeah, some Ross dress for less pants. That's exactly what it is, Josh. Ross dress for less pants. I'm trying to remember how far back this came. I think it was pretty far back. Yeah, I know, Bob is a legend. Bob played Quake and Lynx. I mean, he played a lot of the same games that I did. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit more roll on that. No, still under. And hit the false front that I didn't want to, and got in the bunker.
I'm on fire.
I'm on fire. Over. Yeah, massively over. By the way, for those of you who don't know, we do have merch live. Check out our merch store. Oh boy. Brand new merch offerings. Some of the finest. At least the finest in design. Gary likes to take credit for that, but it wasn't Gary. Hey, quad. Love it.
Perfect swing.
I'm gonna roll this 5 hybrid up there. Let's see what happens. Another quad. Keep on rolling. Not quad, I like that.
Perfect swing.
Keep that rolling. Yeah, that timing for putting is so jacked up now that I've played with all of those different accessories. This is gonna be weird. Yes, that is an alternative to that dilemma, Josh. The old not solid biscuit. Oh, get in the hole, baby. Oh, that would have been really nice. Still no flap cap. I know, man. They Bimp Lizkit. Bob, I know. I went on and they just don't offer those on that site. I'll have to send one for your birthday, just specifically so you can wear it and support the channel. I think the wind is going to take this pretty hard here. Bimp Lizkit. Okay, putting is a little I don't know, a little fast. Okay, right down the pipe. Or pike, if you prefer. Some people do. Tuck that right in there like it's bedtime. Let's go. It's a pity, Lux, but if you sent me absolutely anything for my birthday, it'd be awesome. Next one is the biggie as well, 6'5". Ooh. Well, I think it's in order, honestly. All I need to know is the date, and it's pretty much a done deal. I'm gonna move a little bit further over. That way I can hit that crest. Hopefully run it up the crest. Just like that. Perfect swing.
Perfect swing.
Boom. 18th of February. Okay, we got some time. We got some time. I can make that happen. If anything, Bob, we need to figure out the team name for our duos team. Now that we are officially starting a season at the same place as everybody else, I feel like a team name is in order. Too much zip on that one. Too much zip. Okay, I need to put my headphones on too. That way I can hear the wonderful sound effects. The pew. Launching it. I still feel like I'm too far away. There we go. The steel, the steel dominoes. I think if anything, it would be just steel domino. I mean, if you like with the in front of it though, I can see that. I can go with that. Quad, let's go. I made a huge mistake.
Perfect swing.
No, not enough. A little bit of extra roll, but has to cut. Didn't cut. BNBC before the National Broadcasting Company. It sounds like 80s glam rock band with the. Bob, dare I ask what BNBC stands for? Six up. I feel like 6-iron's gonna roll that far. Well, well, we just put the in front of that. It's the Bob No Bias Club. And if we want to add a
Perfect swing.
oh, that was a really good distance too. If we want to just start adding thes to everything, it'd be the. I'm okay with that. The BNBC. I think that's already taken. I mean, maybe not as a team name, but as a concept. I want something. I want a new concept. I'm still trying to cleanse my palate of all of the horrible swing things that I tried to make work this last hour and a half. That was almost gold. That would have been an amazing eagle. Super flop eagle. Bob and the beard. I like it. I think either something like that. Something like that, or we were on the road of like steel domino. Something like steel light or light steel. I like Bob and the beard though. Let's see, 8 iron. I'm gonna pull it back. It's gonna want to rock with the wind here. I think I'm ready to. Oh, stay right there. I think I'm ready for ranked. I don't even need to finish this whole thing. If it wasn't a ranked tour, I would so back out. Got to get a little bit of money or whatever it is. I think I got some ugly pants from them too. Boom. Metal lightning.
Perfect swing.
Yes. Light and metal. How about light metal? Instead of heavy metal, it's light metal. Absolutely. I agree 100%. All of these are good things. Man, I don't know what it is. I'm hitting the perfect swing. Quad perfects like it's going out of style. If I can only putt with that kind of confidence. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are about to hit up some ranked play. PGA Tour 2K25, we're just warming up. How are you? How was the weekend? Jump in the chat, let me know where you're joining us from. Yeah, there was really nothing to do there. That is a good idea, light metal. I'm a fan of Bob and the beard, though. I don't want to give that one up right away. Steel domino. Man, there's so many. Maybe we should put a poll. Man, if only our channel was bigger. We can get some really good ones from a poll, but I feel like that was a little off. I've just been doing regular drives. Haven't been doing power drives. I'm gonna really have to thread the needle here. Might come up short. Yeah, it did. The beard and the bob. So there is a wrestling tag team called the Butcher and the Blade. So that's got some serious Butcher and the Blade vibes to me. Go in the hole. Boom. Love it. Toasty. Oh boy, that's in the bunker. I am shocked that that's not in the bunker. The fact that that didn't just end up, like I said, in the bunker. Shocking. I'm so shocked right now. The pastor and Dr. Bob. I mean, yes, I'm all for that. Righteous Steel. Oh, for those of you who are just joining us, my teammate Bob and I are trying to think of a team name here, and his last name is Steele, and my last name is Domino. That's all you need to know. We're trying to think of we're trying to think of team names, and we've had good ones. Bob and the Beard being one of my favorites, and then all of a sudden it came to me, Righteous Steel. Oh man. For those of you who don't know, I studied to be a pastor in undergrad and worked in churches for many years, so it is a shame that you don't have that kind of, like, talk about ranked to get people really wanting to play ranked. Like, make it fun like that you have to come up with a team name and have a team emblem. And yes, very much so, Josh. Nice. I like this. Ugh, I've got too many buttons.
Perfect swing.
Josh, do you have any ideas? You're a creative guy. Any ideas for Bob and I's team name? That didn't check as much as I wanted it to, but just outside right edge. Okay. Not a bad little ranked run. I mean, there's someone who shot a 52, so my measly 64 or whatever it was not as impressive, but it's 54. That's funny. Yeah, my round of 60 was woefully unprepared. How about a longer one? The proof that science and religion can get along. It just doesn't roll off the tongue. Josh has been wanting to fast. I found out I have gallstones. Ooh, makes my stomach hurt bad. Really, I want to try to have a consultation with a surgeon tomorrow. Gonna get my gallbladder taken out. Oh man, I will be praying for that. That is. If I remember correctly, my mother and at least one of my sisters has had their gallbladders taken out as well. It's a good sentiment, though. Yeah, stealing your dominoes. There's something about the idea of light and metal. I think light metal instead of heavy metal. Here's the thing, though. Domino was much more. It's not like the actual domino. It's domino, Latin for God. But that's why I wanted to stay away from domino imagery when I rebranded. Even when I branded the first time, I wanted to stay away from that because it's like, oh, might as well just call me Mr. Pips, I like light metal. Then light metal it is, my friend. Although I do like Righteous Steel. Yeah, this is where you need the power of a large community to help us decide this. But you better believe I'm making a t-shirt for us. I mean, that's just how I roll. Speaking of rolling, we are playing Trenton 7 here. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I love that as well. Well, I think between the two of us, by the next time we will play, I feel like we will have it figured out. Oh, that did not need to bite as hard as it did. LD and BS. I think for most people, they will know what BS can stand for. They won't necessarily think Bob Steele. Exactly. It works in emotes. That needs to stop turning. Oh no. I said it needs to stop turning. It'd be really funny if you missed that again. Again? Again and again and again and again. Man, time has just flown by. How is it 10 to 8? This is insane. It's like summertime. I just thought of that after I wrote it. Oh, just a little bit underpowered. I didn't really feel that my rhythm was off on that one, though. Bam, bam, now. I mean, I even wonder if light metal is even a genre, because that just, it seems like someone would come up with the idea of light metal at some point. Still a wedge in. 7 is just over 3. But 62 is going to roll back a little bit more, as we saw from the other one. And it didn't, surprisingly. I could have tucked that in nicely. Oh well. Bounce, bounce, bounce. 1, 2, 3. Hey, I didn't hear a tink tink. Disturbed sound of silence or something. I know, right? That's, if anything, would be light metal. Nope. Wow. Think what could be known as light metal is just hard rock. Yeah, that's probably true. Well, I know that there was a long time desire for the Christian metal scene to be redubbed life metal. I don't think that ever caught on, though. I think it was just, no, we're just metal Christian metal. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, see, now that's too low. Ugh. First it was fidgeting with the camera, and then now it's fidgeting with my chair. All these things. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are finishing up our night playing PGA Tour 2K25, some ranked play. It's all square through 4. Anything can happen. How are you? How was your weekend? I'd love to encourage you. Love to pray for you. Let me know how you're doing. Jump in the chat. Did I say through 3? I meant through 4. Okay. Thought you might, thought you were gonna go seeing Smoke on the Water there for a minute. No, no. I know how much you enjoy Deep Purple, though. I think I've said this before I'm so sorry. When I was learning guitar, I basically know enough cowboy chords to make it worth my while. By the way, hey, we all have merch. We have new merch for the channel, by the way. So if you are so inclined, support the channel that way. We also have a dono link in our description for those of you who are so inclined. When I was learning the cowboy chords that I knew, purple blues, I like it. Yeah, Smoke on the Water was pretty much synonymous with easy songs that people can recognize right away, but oh wow, that was woefully underhit, but that you really didn't play correctly. I mean, it's really hard to make that work though. On an acoustic guitar, you know. Yeah, same. Those are the first ones. Smoke on the Water. Come As You Are. Can't Get No Satisfaction. That was almost a good shot. Almost a good shot. All right, I got a long putt here. Huge left to right, but then it'll kind of balance out. Yeah, right there. No, too much power. Let's see if that helps me. To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Oh, almost the best shot of the night. I'm gonna aim nowhere because he's gonna concede to me. I feel bad now. I have to concede to him. Yeah, for me it was. I learned a lot of Dave Matthews Band songs before anything else because I was a huge Dave Matthews Band fan, but so on acoustic guitar, he played acoustic, it just made sense, right? But hello. I swear one of these days I'm gonna find like the most comfortable position and just stay in it for a long time. My first guitar was an Ibanez electric. Never had an acoustic. They're not, they went with what I was playing. Church music and then, yeah, other like acoustic stuff. Interestingly, Smoke on the Water is one of less musically proficient performances. It is ironic too, like that's what everybody kind of knows them for, and then all right, this is probably no, I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm gonna play what I know, and it is a lob shot with a little bit of topspin here. Watch this end up in the bunker as well. It's like I can see into the future. Highway Steel. I think Highway Star is probably one of their other well-known, especially for people like me who got to know a lot of these bands through Rock Band or Guitar Hero, but Rock Band. I think Highway Star is probably the other one that's most people know of theirs. Yeah, there is something about simple iconic riffs that make it at least more appealing to commoners like myself, that we can like attain what it, you know, I'm never gonna be a riff-a-rama, you know, guy, but I can appreciate a good groove or a really good riff. Black Knight was their hit, the biggest hit in the UK, and I'm not familiar with that one. I think that was the genre before, or that was the time period before I really got into deeper. I'm so sorry. Deeper, not darker, but just, you know, heavier stuff. I was never a Zeppelin guy either. Which I know for some people is like heresy. But you know what? We all like what we like. There are too many people who are contrarian about, I mean, just name anything and someone likes to be a contrarian about it, so, or against it. And I think music is one of those things that, man, throw a rock and you're gonna find someone who disagrees with what you like about music. It's like, man, music's music. If you don't like it, cool. If you like it, cool. Like, it's like those lists that always try and, you know, name the top 50 guitar players ever, and it's like, are you kidding me? You're gonna leave someone off that list that's great in someone's eyes, but then also not great in other people's eyes. It's tough. You're probably right. I probably would recognize the riff. Maybe. I began to play more bluesy stuff. Albert King. I mean, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Once again, for people who play guitar, he's one of those names that you always hear people mention. That if you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan as a guitar player. I'm not familiar with Albert King though. Oh, come on. There's that door opening. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did so well with the lob shot last time. Man, I think the spinner is the move, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, it didn't roll back to the fairway, at least. If you like Busey's, George Thorogood, yep, and the Destroyers. Once again, I think like here in America, Thorogood, he was a one-hit wonder for a lot of people. Like, yeah, like Bad to the Bone, right? Hit it. Boom. Yeah, growing up in the 90s, the 80s, like my sisters grew up in the 80s because they were born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s. So a lot of my musical tastes were from the 80s. But then I kind of forged my own path when, you know, I started playing acoustic guitar, and I didn't get really into jam bands a whole lot, but there was definitely some influence there.
mostly Dave Matthews, but then got into a lot of pop acts, you know. My oldest sister got me into U2. Then I took a deep dive into U2 stuff. Yeah, another legend people don't talk much about. I have a couple of his albums. I think you're drawn to you're drawn a lot of times, if you're a musician, you're drawn to immediately the stuff that you play, because it's like, oh, I want to learn that song, and I have the ability to learn that song. There was a lot of singer-songwriter stuff that appealed to me because that was what my genre lended itself to the most. Let's go. Is that Dormy? That's the end of the match, yeah? Oh yeah, baby, let's go. You have definitely heard Albert King, Born Under a Bad Sign. That does not sound familiar, dude. But I know I may seem like a world traveler, but I do not have, I don't have a vast lexicon of music. I probably know more than the average person now, but yeah, probably not compared to people who are a little bit older than me. I mean, obviously my sensibilities it was different when I paid for my own music, you know. I wasn't listening to what my sisters or brother were listening to. It was, well, I want that album, or you know. So, but definitely, like Billy, there was a lot of singer-songwriters, the Elton Johns, the Billy Joels, even back, you know, further back, the Jim Croce's and the Cat Stevens. I dug that, you know. Mind you, I love the blues as a historical phenomenon. Robert Johnson, T-Bone Walker, John Lee Hooker, Muddy Waters. I mean, talk about it is American. People think like, oh, like country is American music, but I would submit that you talk about blues more as an American kind of genre of music, and I think that defines America a whole lot more than American country, you know. I'm saying his songs have been in quite a few movies. Okay. I'll submit that I did not know it was him. I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm so sorry. Those are the guys who inspired. Yeah, that's true. Hearing so much American blues, and any songwriter that wanted to write about pain and loss and defeat and man, you listen to American blues, you know. The Vietnamese have some traditional music that sounds that's actually really interesting. That's fantastic. This might roll a bit long. And a bit left. I will say now, I don't listen to music with lyrics at all. It's weird. Unless it's worship music. But even then, I don't listen to a lot of... Oh, I thought just at the end. Chuck Berry, I mean, yeah, without... I think people don't fully understand that without the blues, you don't have rock, you know? Good putt, man. Bubba Marks. Do. Yeah, I'm getting tired. A lot of sitting around and waiting in this game. At least Battlefield, you know, you're up to something always. You know, you're running somewhere, or without him, Richie Blackmore and Deep Purple would not have had their distinctive sound. There you go. I think that up until the 2000s, each decade had pretty much left a pretty sizable mark on music that's distinguishable, right? So, you know, you have a lot of the heavy rock of the 70s. The 80s you have, well, 70s you have disco as well. But 80s you then have, you know, the advent of the synthesizer, and so then you have synth pop, you have you know, big hair metal, you have, I mean, just each decade had so many, since the 60s really, you had so many different changes of music within that decade itself. It's pretty crazy. And then at the 2000s just kind of stopped. Everything sounded the same. Well, and then you had dubstep, which I do not know if this is the correct distance. It's got to kick left though. And it didn't kick left though. All right, I think this is my last one. Yeah, post World War II. I mean, you come back after such a huge, life-changing, world-changing event like that, and some rock and metal last. Yeah, but even then, like, who are the rock bands of today? I mean, it's different now it's different now today because we have streaming rather than radio. Back when it was radio only, you had to be distinct and unique to get the attention of the record companies. So now there's no point in being unique or distinct because chances are you're like someone else who has put out their own album, and like things now are different. But I'm trying to think of the last defining genre that really took a large chunk in music history in the last 10 years, 15 years. I can't think of one. Like, go to the National World War II Museum in a couple weeks. I have all grandfather stuff. He was a corporal medic in the Italian campaign. Wow. His medals, armband, he kept everything. Yeah, it's amazing. I love that generation. One of my favorite shows of all time was Band of Brothers. I've watched that so much I basically know every single scene and every single line. My parents used to take us to cemeteries and battlefields, and I never really liked any of those until I understood. Until I started learning about World War II. And unfortunately, there's no battlefields here in America to go see in that genre or in that era. You can go to Pearl Harbor, obviously, but now you say I can't think of anything really recent rock bands off the top of my head. Like the last one that I can remember, Greta Van Fleet. Oh, come on, stay up there. They're really the last like iconic, but even then people called them a Led Zeppelin ripoff. So last ones I really got into were the Muse. I loved, man, Muse, Mute Math, That, oh boy, there goes the camera. Really? Man, I need to figure that out. I need to figure out why that's quitting on me. Bob said my dad landed in Normandy beat. Oh, wow. That's crazy. They got it hard that day. Yeah. What a hero. He always said the Americans got hit worse. I can concur with that as well. But man, anybody who was looking down, like, we have to climb that, we have to face that, and they just did it. Man, different time, different kind of person. Passed away in 2014. Wow. My grandpa landed in North Africa, Tunisia, then took a boat up southern Italy. Fought through the Gothic line up the, wow. My grandpa never wanted to talk about it, but I could learn from his personal effects. That's true. Yeah, when you see so much of that, it changes you. You don't want to talk about it. My grandpa that served World War II, the other one was too young for that. He died before I got to know him. I was born in '86 and he died in '89. So I didn't get the chance to even potentially hear any stories from his time. That my dad fought also in the Battle of Khan, Pegasus Bridge. He got shipped off to Southeast Asia to fight the Japanese. Man, yeah, talk about a legend. All right, I can win this hole. Stay up, stay up. Nice. I love our allies as Americans, at least from me and my people. We will always respect you guys as much as our own. That's absolutely true, Josh. I love, as someone with Scottish heritage, Bob and I have a unique tie, and there's part of me that's always the rebellious blood in me. I have Scottish on one side, Irish and on the other side, and there's something about sticking it to the Brits, you know. But man, Allied forces, whenever America does decide, that coalition that always forms, man, what strong bonds just the moxie and the grit that our allies have. Now, if we could just stay out of everybody's business, my personal opinion. I know war makes a lot of people a lot of money, but my dad would never talk about the details. The thing that struck me was when we were watching Saving Private Ryan, my dad got up and walked out 10 minutes in the movie. It was too realistic for him. Yeah, I can understand that. I got a lot of family that fought in the Iraq War, the Cold War on Terror, fought alongside with the British. At least, yeah, that's true. Yeah, my friends, I did not serve, and that was one of my greatest regrets in life. I don't know why. I didn't. I had the opportunity, that's for sure. I think part of it maybe was out of fear. Yeah, I asked my dad one time, my pop, do I have to, in order to, I think I asked him, will it make me more of a man to serve? And this was just when Iraq was getting kicked up. And I graduated high school in 2004, so I was just at that age. And he looked at me and said, there are other ways to serve your country. And I guess between that, like I was looking maybe for my father's blessing. I don't know. He's a Vietnam vet himself. His dad, World War II vet. His uncle fought in World War II in Korea. There's a lot of heritage there. So when he said that, I guess it kind of deflated me, and I didn't think any more of it. And so many of my friends served, and a couple of them didn't come home. But there's always that nagging feeling of, should I have done it? And that always, I can see when, in my mind's eye, that conversation happening. Very vividly still. It was weird too, because I went to college, or I went to high school in San Diego, which at the time and still very military heavy. You have Pendleton, you have Miramar, or whatever they call it now. And we went to church right outside the West Gate. Maybe they call it the South Gate. I think it's the West Gate of Pendleton. So I had a lot of Marine friends. So understandable. He's right about serving. He would not have wanted you to be in the situation that he was in, combat-wise. That's true. Curve on back, curve on back, curve on back. Nice. My granddad also fought in World War I. Wow. He was sent home after being gassed. The first battle of Ypres. He was only 17. Man. Yeah, I think for me, the honor to learn about sacrifice and to learn you can only do so much learning about it from a book or from someone who did it. I think that first person experience would have been pretty monumental for my growth. I think I probably stunted my growth by not serving. Yeah, those World War I's had it rough as well. Yeah, imagine the invention of the machine gun, and chemical warfare and just the horrors of man. Yeah. What a Well, that did not go as I thought it was going to be. Oh no, oh boy. Story of the generation always makes me think how lucky we are having it so easy. Blessed, my friend, that's the word. We have our own struggles, but yeah, you are very true. It's very true that we are blessed beyond measure. Oh, I thought that was gonna be perfect. Hey, look who it is. It's Brian's alt account, everybody. How are you, my friend? Why are you still on this account, Brian? I'm looking over here. My camera's turned off. Yeah, that's really cool to hear, man. That's a great club to be a fan of. Then. I think I missed that on purpose, just knowing that's yeah, this is Brian's alt account. He is the inventor of
I'm on fire.
I'm on fire. And when he I think his phone died one day and he wanted to keep on. Brian, you can tell the story, but how are you, my friend? How was work? For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are finishing up our ranked play PGA Tour 2K25. So glad you're joining with us. Man, we've had everything from cameras going out to top-down cameras not working to anything, really anything. But how are you? How was your weekend? It's good to see you. Did he just do a driver off the deck? Oh no, this is the tee shot. Duh. Okay. That might be... Oh, I shouldn't have taken anything off. Oh, okay, it's work phone. I've seen videos of Rangers during Armed Forces. They seem like a great team. Josh, remember that his Bob's Rangers are different than the New York Rangers. Long 9 a.m. to 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 9:30 p.m. That is a long shift, my friend. Crazy. Well, so glad you're joining us on the tail end of it, man. Oh, keep on going. Oh, man, if I could have made that, that would have turned around a lot. He's taking his time. He's measuring up. Brian, now that you're here, wow, he just putted that 18 feet past the hole. Okay, yeah. So the last time, Josh, that we talked, someone had mentioned the Rangers and they were thinking the New York Rangers, so that's why I said something. That's the only reason. All right, there we go. That's 1. Can I seal the deal then? There's a historical association with the New York Rangers, but not much these days. Since last summer, Rangers FC have been owned by the San Francisco 49ers group. Wow. That is two teams that I did not think would be connected. Okay, 366. Brian, I wanted to play you this, if you're still here. Just because the other day, it didn't fire. And I wanted to make sure that somehow it did fire. So I am ready whenever you are to give you the, I keep on looking over here still, that camera's dead, to give you the applause that you deserve and that you desire. Let me jump back here. Scenes. I have to add it to this scene still. All right, Brian, I saw that you brought with you some lunch money, and you were able to purchase something.
Is that a bird?
Someone just purchased a Don and number 39. T stare too long.
Thank you, buddy. This needs to hit close. It's a quad. Oh, that bounce killed me. If that would have landed on, unfortunately, it also cut off half of your name, so my apologies for that. All right, to win the match here. To go out in style, to sink it and dink it. Well, he could put us to over. He could put us to extra innings. He can put us to stoppage if he makes this. Let's go. Yes, that is a Rhett and Link reference. So crazy to think what's happened to them in the last couple years. You are welcome, my friend. I will get the On Fire shirt as well, verily. Well, that is your shirt, so I mean, if you want to get that, and there's no pressure. All right, gentlemen, ladies, if there are any ladies watching, thank you for joining us tonight. Dink it and sink it, brother. I really need to bring back Tink Tink because it makes sense for this brand. But anyway, that's 2 for 2. Man, what a day. Bob and I went undefeated in our games. I just went undefeated in my games. We had some very interesting times with, let's call them attachments. So, yeah, Thursday night, hope you can make it. Much of the same. So for each of you guys who are joining us, hope we can meet again. And man, almost to 1100. That's the farthest I've been, man. I need to figure out why my camera keeps on quitting. And yeah, great performance, my friend. It is your bedtime, sir. Yeah, good night, everybody. Have an awesome night. And yeah, see you Thursday. Eastern Standard, 7 Eastern Standard. I don't know. Where? Yeah.